Good morning. We're working on a job here this morning that is a tile job that somebody did about a year and a half ago. And a little bit of settlement in the house, which is common. And what you find is you get little cracks along where your two different planes meet, where the floor meets the wall and that sort of thing. Pretty common. But what they did here is they came back in, what a lot of people like to do is they put caulking in the joints instead of putting grout back in the joint after the settlement. And the problem is, you can see that causes is that holds water behind the joint. Grout is designed for water to pass in or out, and hence the shower can then dry out when there's water behind the tile. As we all know, the grout will absorb the water, it gets behind the tile and needs to be able to get out. When you put caulking in there, the problem you have is that you've now blocked the water behind the caulking, and then of course you get mold and mildew. So fairly simple cleanup. What we're going to do is we're going to hook up a power washer to the shower head. We're going to go ahead and power wash out the shower, and then we will replace the caulking. We'll blast it out with the power washer. We'll replace the caulking with grout again, and then everything, the water passes back and forth like it's supposed to, and the shower will look good again. As you can see, we're starting to get that grout out of here, out of the corners. Areas like this will chip out these large chunks that should have been cleaned out properly when it was first laid. But then we get down to the bottom here. You see we're opening up. That would have been from the original settlement crack. Down there we're getting rid of all the caulking and grout that was in that edge. We'll keep working on that until we get it all out. And then what we can do is we can come back in there and put grout in, which is designed to work as a two-way street, whereas silicone and caulking is not. So this will let our shower dry out, let the water that gets trapped behind the tile and the walls to get out, and the whole shower will function better. It'll dry out quicker, and thus we get rid of the mold out of this corner here as well. You can see where we've still got some grout to take out there. Cleaned out that joint pretty good there in the corner, and we'll just finish this off with, and then we'll let the fan dry in here, run in here overnight. That'll dry out the shower so that we're not putting fresh grout over wet tile work, and then after a day they'll be able to use this again. A lot of times we'll loosen it up by cutting it with a knife, careful that the blade doesn't go through. And to clean the shower out, we simply use a small pressure washer. We've connected that with a hose, and the hose goes up and connects to the shower plumbing. That way we've got hot water to run through the power washer, and that just tends to clean the shower a little bit better as we're working it out. Put a drop cloth down here to catch the extra water that comes out of the shower, and works fairly well. And sit in here overnight and dry that out, and tomorrow we'll be able to come back in and all new grout in the corners, down along the base of the floor, and the shower will last them for a long, long time.